one of the ideas was, why don't we we'll get the try to gang back original back, but then they shot it down. Shot. You know why? I don't know. Maybe it would just money too much cost bring everybody back. Everybody.
They spent $1 billion, $100 million Marvels on them, including non-action promotion.
Yeah. I mean, they have to do. They
can't continue to spend $1 million on movies and bring in that and 50 less than
plus
we on open.
They banked when they having on Jonathan as Beaners and Major, then like I to help the guy Marvel and take into the knees fade next to all of that and all came to an end. So what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but it's not looking good. Hey, Mocha. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do the news.
It's not his
You have to help job pay them bills.
Bro, I paid
Reese Witherspoon's people are denying the rumor that she's been dating Kevin Costner.
What?
Yeah. I guess this started when a podcaster just like polled his fans asking if they like love them together. Like somebody just was like, hey, would you like...
Oh, like a what if?
I guess. And then it just caught fire and Reese Witherspoon's rep said, this story is completely fabricated and not true. End of story. There you go. So they're not a couple. Kind of would have been cool though. They're both sort of like country. You know what I mean?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But loaded. You ever seen Kevin Costner's house?
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait, the one, the mansion that...
I think he has a couple of them. But he lives in the most expensive place in all of California.
Mm-hmm.
And Brad Pitt just bought a place there. Like the houses start at like $65 million because there's like 10 of them.
Yeah, no thanks.
Right? Like it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Too big of a house.
Bro.
Nobody needs that much house.
It's there, but the thing is, they're not that huge.
What is it, the land?
It's the land. Yeah, they're on the heap because he built a ranch somewhere too.
The Dutton Ranch?
No, not the Dutton Ranch. No, like a California ranch.
Okay,
he built some California ranch, and it's somebody find out how much he paid for his ranch or what his ranch.
I guess you need space for like the pool, the tennis court.
But they're all cliffs, right? Like Brad Pitt's place that he bought is just like on a cliffside. Remember Big Little Lies?
Yeah.
Right. Remember that sort of neighborhood where they were driving over that bridge and everything else? Like that's what it looks like, right? What is it, Maria?
80 million.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is the house nice?
Yeah. No, it's basic. It's like, it's okay. It does not look like an $80 million house.
Yeah.
No.
12 bedrooms.
Yeah.
How many?
12 bedrooms and a baseball field. Jesus.
Field of dreams for real.
Yeah.
You should see the map of just the land.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's a sports house.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nuts. He's got money, man. Jesus.
How many lawnmowers does he own to cut the grass on the weekends?
How many people does he own to cut his grass on the weekends? That's the question.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jack Harlow's got a new song called Lovin' on Me. I've not heard this yet. Maury seems to really love it.
It's the best song I've heard in years.
I see Maria fist pumping. I know Shem's shaking his head. You guys heard the song already, right?
Maury loves it.
Bro,
Best
the
song I've
song
heard in years.
is so
best song ever?
fire.
Who said best song ever?
No, I was trying to say best song I've heard in years.
Oh, okay.
This is the new Jack Harlow called Lovin' on Me. It's a short song, too. 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
I'm vanilla, baby. But I ain't no baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. The thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains.
What, Roz? What? You give it a look. You don't like it?
No.
Everyone in here vibing out to this new song.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't vibe out to it.
Listen.
Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy.
The video's incredible, too.
Boy going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
Yes.
There you go.
New Jack Harlow, Lovin' on Me.
Yes.
Right? Round of applause for the man, Jack Harlow.
Sure.
Roz ain't...
It's not for me. You know that. Why are you surprised by that?
I just thought, like...
Couldn't you just love it for us?
One time, we would all, like, collectively, all five of us would connect on a song and vibe out to it. Yeah. Except we got 4 out of 5. Which
It's
I
happened.
guess...
It's happened, I think, right?
When?
We've all agreed on one
Never.
song? You don't think so?
You're always the odd man.
Never.
No.
Never. You're sitting solo on the bench right there.
No, I like that Post Malone song that you loved a lot. I love that song.
One right now, the one with him in the weekend.
I know.
You
I don't
even
think it's
know.
that
You
one.
have no idea.
I have no idea. Right? And I love that song. I love that song where
I'm giving bare examples. He's like, I don't know.
I like that song that Selena Gomez did with what's his name?
Rema?
Rema? I like
Calm
that
down.
song. Do we all agree on that song?
There
Yes,
you go.
we
Yeah.
do.
Okay. Yeah.
Maria!
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Oh my God, we will never all agree. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
It's not a bad song. I've heard it way too many times.
Okay.
I mean, we all agree that you make the best lasagna.
Stop.
Why you gotta bring lasagna?
I
into
know.
this? We're talking
Where
about
the
music.
hell did that
That's
come
so
from?
weird.
I'm just trying to think of
We're
something we
just
all
hungry.
agree on.
No. Anyway, I don't even know what I was going to do here. Oh my God, Robert De Niro lost that lawsuit from his assistant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So Robert De Niro's for real mean.
So De Niro, his company now has to shell out $1.2 million to his former assistant after a jury in New York found him liable for gender discrimination and retaliation. So bringing a close to this trial where De Niro's company sued Graham Chase Robinson, his former assistant and VP. And then she turned around and sued Robert De Niro and Canal Productions. So they had originally said that she made off with stealing millions of Delta Air miles. Mm-hmm. And remember, the accusation at the beginning of this was that she sat around and did nothing all day and spent 4 days watching 55 episodes of Friends on Netflix during company time while she should have been
Isn't that
working.
De Niro Wi-Fi?
Right? Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, and he's like, hey, listen, those air miles, like they're you can use them for travel, but it's the honor system, and
Be cool
just
about
let's
it.
be cool about it. She used $80,000 in air miles while at work. But listen, the jury sided with her, and now she walks away with $1.2 million. Right? It's not that bad. You want to listen to Jack Harlow again?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, a lot of people are texting in right now being like, this sounds
I'm vanilla, baby.
like a Drake song.
But I ain't no baby.
Yes.
28 telling me I'm
It sounds like the motto,
love in the
Drake and Lil Wayne.
Yep. And the thing
It
about
also sounds like Nicki Minaj, Truffle Butter.
I like it.
I like it. Yes, I'm with you, Maria.
Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A Rico like Suave.
Maybe it'll grow on you, Roz.
No.
Never. Absolutely not.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oof, Edmonton Oilers are a disaster right now.
What
I
happened?
don't know how they keep Connor McDavid or Draisaitl at all. Like, if
happened?
I'm
What
Connor
happened?
McDavid, I'm walking in there. They have one of the greatest hockey players to ever live, and they fail to build around him every single year. They make the worst decisions, any hockey team. So it all came down to last night. So
What do you mean all came down to last night?
So-
The season just started like 5
bro,
weeks ago.
they're 2-9-1.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
that's bad, that's
because
bad.
the reason is that last night the Edmonton Oilers played the San Jose Sharks. So the Edmonton Oilers were 2-9-1. San Jose is 1-10-1.
Oh, no. So you lose to the
So
worst
the
team.
Oilers outshot them 41-18 and lost 3-2.
That's not a good percentage, guys.
There was a story I saw over the weekend. There was a headline where it was like San Jose Sharks allowed 10 goals in 2 games, right? And I was like, well, that's not that bad. No, it was they allowed 10 goals in consecutive games.
So 20.
They allowed 20 goals in 6 periods of hockey.
Yeah. That ain't it, guys.
Bro.
That sounds like if I was in net, that would be
Right?
If Maria was in net blindfolded.
And they sent down Jack Campbell, who's making, I don't even know, his new contract was $25 million. He's now playing in the AHL. He lost down on his
no.
conditioning like, bro, it is so, honestly,
point-
if I'm Connor McDavid, I'm like, get me out now.
You know what a great gimmick is? At that point, you just open it up to the crowd there. You say who wants pads.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like, we're not going to win this game, so
No.
who wants to have some fun?
No. Like I don't know what you do, but like, how do you fail this miserably with having that player and the amount of number 1 picks they've had over the years? Like,
Yeah, they
it's
gotta get rid of the
crazy.
coach.
It's crazy.
What'd you say, Maria?
They have to get rid of the coach. That's number one, because contractually with certain players, you can't get rid of them, depending, right?
You got to get rid of McDavid.
But
Get rid of
They're
him.
not going to
Get
get rid of
not.
him.
They
No,
won't.
no, no.
That's
I
their
don't.
saving
No,
grace.
he's going to get rid of them.
Oh, he is
Yeah.
going to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you
Yeah,
got to
'cause
do.
he's got
you
the
gotta
clout.
do
He's got the
something.
name.
You have to do something, right? But my God, what a disaster! Oh, I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad.
Attention fans. Who wants to play?
Damn. Yes.
You got some like 10-year-old?
Is there anyone with a size 11 and a half, Kate, who can also potentially do the splits?
Yeah. Like 100 people stand up.
Oh, my God.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, I had no idea that John Cena was supposed to star in a Wile E. Coyote movie. Did you know this?
Wait, what?
So it's Coyote versus Acme. Like, I guess they made a live action movie about the Wile E. Coyote from the cartoons.
Yeah.
But this was one of those movies that Warner Brothers. So the movie's done,
Oh, okay.
and they're
It's
never
just bad?
They're
It
never
sucks?
releasing it.
Wait, why?
So they did this with Batgirl. Remember, they spent $90 million on Batgirl.
But I thought there was controversy around that
never
movie.
never released it. They did another one called Scooby Holiday Hunt, which they spent $40 million on, never released it. The Wile E. Coyote movie with John Cena. John Cena, huge star, could put asses in seats, $30 million, never releasing it. Because it's a better business offer for them to take it as a tax loss than it is to release it with all the promo you need to do and spend more money on it. So they had these 3 movies that they're like, if we go through the process of releasing this and what it's going to cost to release this, we will lose more than just shelving the movie now.
Yes, Maria.
But why make it in the first place?
So somebody sold the movie. They thought, hey, yeah, let's go for it. But then, like with Batgirl, they looked at Batgirl and was like, there's no way to win this.
But even like partway through making and editing the movie, right?
Yes.
Let's say you even get to the halfway point.
Yes.
At some point during that halfway mark, someone's going to say, you know what, guys? This ain't it.
Yeah.
Like, we can't make this movie work. Let's just cancel it right now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they even try to put it on streaming?
Nope.
Like, or on demand, let's say?
No,
Maybe a couple of people will
because I'm
would
sure
rent it?
because I'm sure John Cena has in his contract that you can't take a theatrical release and then just release it on demand.
Oh,
you can't
right,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But
Right?
did
Like,
everyone
they
have a
don't-
good time making it?
Yeah, I know. Maybe they. Yes.
You know what? I bet you they did.
I bet you they did.
I bet
Maury.
you they had the best time.
Yep. Yep.
And John Cena on set, like cracking jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really great.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. You're right, Maury. Let's try and find the bright side of this.
Damn, man.
You
40,
spent
how much did they spend? 40 million or 30 million?
$30 million on Wile E. Coyote, and $90 million on Batgirl, and $40 million on Scooby. Yeah.
They'll make that back in other ways.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
God, this is just a headline you never want attached to your name. Let me read you this. Judge sides with Katy Perry to evict disabled veteran from his home.
Oh, my God.
So Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are victorious in this ongoing legal battle over this beautiful house in Montecito, California. It's like where Oprah lives and Spielberg and everybody else,
Gorgeous.
right?
Yeah.
So it was owned by a disabled veteran named Carl Westcott, and a Los Angeles Superior Court judge found that Carl Westcott had no substantial evidence to support his claim that he lacked the mental capacity to enter into a contract to sell the property, which Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom bought for $14.2 million. So he says the evidence overwhelmingly shows that Mr. Westcott breached the contract simply because he changed his mind. So he bought the house.
He's still living there?
So
Like, still posted up?
he was. So he bought the house and then decided to flip it and make some money. And then Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry came through the house. They did a tour. They did everything else. And then he, at the end of it, I guess he changed his mind and was like, I don't want to sell the house, but the papers are already signed. And then he tried to say that he wasn't of sound mind and body when he signed those contracts. The judge sided with Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. So Westcott's son, his name is Chart Westcott.
Okay.
Kind of a cool name.
It's a wild name. He says, where the judge's ruling may follow the letter of the law, it shows that the law has no spirit. Katy Perry will now have to testify in person to receive her damages. He goes on to say, we look forward to her testimony and her being confronted with the possible sanctions of perjury forgery. Katy Perry put herself in a box by claiming that she lost years of rental income, which is counter to her sworn testimony about wanting to live in the house herself. We hope Miss Perry enjoys her victory, and she explains to her fans about twice taking homes from the elderly. So if you remember back in 2015, there was a house, a big, like old sort of mansion in another area in Los Angeles, and that was historically owned by this group of 50 nuns that lived there, right? And then as the nuns sort of started to either die or move away, there was 5 left, and they couldn't pay the property taxes on the house, and so it went to the city, and the city found a buyer, and Katy Perry showed up saying, I'll pay cash for it. And so then a judge started kicking out nuns.
Did Katy Perry know that nuns were there?
Yes.
And didn't try to help?
No.
That's
So a
kinda
judge
rough.
started kicking out nuns, and that whole feud came to an end in 2018 when Sister Catherine Rose Holzman showed up in court to battle Katy Perry.
Damn.
When she died after collapsing in court.
No! Damn, bro. Yo, I was on Katy Perry's side for a second with that first guy.
Oh, no.
It's like,
So bad.
that's my house.
Right?
Right?
Yes.
We signed papers. We had an agreement.
Yes.
Judge said what the judge said. That is
Yes.
my house.
Yes.
I cannot defend Katy Perry on the nun situation, though.
I guess
Yes.
she'll have none of it.
Yes. So the last nun showed up in court to fight it and died in court.
You can't come back from that.
No.
No,
You
no.
can't. You can't come back from that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, Travis Kelce, regardless of how Travis Kelce is feeling, he cannot end this before this tour is over. Even if he wants out, I'm not saying that they're not in love and everything else. Apparently he wants kids and they want to get married. And I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Okay. But Travis Kelce cannot end this. Taylor Swift has too much power, right? So she's in Argentina. He flies on a Friday to Argentina, the
private
bottom
jet.
of the world, right? Goes to the show, flies home again.
Got to support your boo.
Right?
Yeah.
Flies home again to go to football practice. So here's Taylor Swift changing the words to one of her songs during her concert in Argentina. Listen to the crowd.
Step by step from town to town. Street like justice, Mama is a queen. Mama takes all my friends to the sunset. Mama is the guy on the cheese. Mama take home to
Yes. Karma is the guy on the cheese.
Could you, this is what she does when she's in love, right? Could you imagine what she does if she gets dumped, right? On this tour?
Bro, you're done.
You cannot.
A fire album, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you can't. You have to fly to Argentina when you got a football game 2 days from that.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
I like them.
Yeah, you do, huh?
You know what?
At first I was kind of like, and now I like them.
Yeah,
I like
do too.
them.
I like
too.
them.
Yeah.
I think he's good for
and
her.
then when she got off stage and she ran like straight to his arms.
Yeah,
But did you
so
see when the
cute.
video when she did change the lyric and he was jumping up and down?
I think her dad was even more excited.
Yeah.
Previous lyric was the guy on the screen for that Joe guy.
What?
The previous lyric, like the original lyric, was the guy on the screen comes running home to me. It was about Joe Alwyn.
Oh my God! I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can trade out one boyfriend for another boyfriend in the song.
Watch her do it.
I don't know.
It's her song. Who
I
cares?
know.
You wouldn't jump up and down if she changed it for you?
No, that's like no. I mean, sure, it's Taylor Swift. Like, of course, you'd be.
I know
you'd be
the
flattered,
intent.
but
The original lyric intent was like, ooh, diss in your face, pal.
Yeah.
But now it's like, aw.
I know. Yeah, I guess it's her song, and do what you want. I guess.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Adam Driver's doing this new Ferrari movie. I don't know if you saw any of this.
I thought that movie came out already.
No,
No,
Christmas
not
Day.
yet.
Christmas Day is when
okay.
it comes out. And they was doing a press conference, and a journalist asked what Adam Driver's thoughts were, because this journalist felt that the crash scenes were quote, pretty harsh, drastic, and I must say, cheesy for me. So here is Adam Driver's response.
What do you think about crash scenes? That they looked pretty harsh, drastic, and I must say cheesy for me. What do you think about them?
You, I don't know. Next question.
Oh, damn. Kylo Ren going in.
I respect that.
I respect it.
Yeah. You do a better job, pal.
Right?
You know who else is in that movie? Patrick Dempsey, Sexiest Man.
Ooh.
yes.
I don't think.
What was the
anybody
other
agrees with
Ferrari
that.
movie that came out then? Why do I think that this movie came out?
Something versus Ferrari a few years ago.
No, I think you're thinking of the Gucci movie.
No, he's not.
No, I thought this movie came out too because I said to someone on the weekend, I was like, "Oh, go watch that movie," and they're like, "It's not out yet." So.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's not.
Ford versus Ferrari.
That's what I was saying. The one
right.
from 2019.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's not Adam Driver.
No.
No, that movie's from 2019.
Okay.
This movie comes at Christmas Day. Two
And when does the
different
Gucci
movies.
movie come out?
That came out 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one with Gaga, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What
okay.
about the other driving one? Gran Turismo?
Oh, yeah.
That movie's
one's
great. I
Is that
love
out?
Gran Turismo.
Adam Driver
yeah.
not
That's
in
on.
that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
on demand now.
Yeah, you can watch
Oh,
that. And
okay,
then
cool.
and then Brad Pitt's doing an F1 movie.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, I'm watching that.
Yeah. But no, this movie's not out yet.
Okay.
So F you.
Next question.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oof, Iceland is going through it right now. So a volcanic eruption that could last for weeks, they say, is going on in Iceland right now after 30,000 earthquakes have been recorded in the last 3 weeks.
Ooh. I know a guy who's supposed to fly out to Iceland this coming weekend.
That's because a lot of Europe, because it's cheap to fly there, right? Like if you stop in Reykjavik, you can get cheaper flights to Europe because they want people to hang out for 24 hours or whatever in Iceland.
Yeah.
Catherine and Roxy have been to Iceland twice in the last year and a half. They love it there.
Yeah. No, this guy, his destination is Iceland.
Yeah.
Which is not even going to happen now.
Oh, my God. So authorities in Iceland have declared a state of emergency as the threat from an imminent volcanic eruption, which could obliterate the entire town of Grindavik. They say that this would be a lava-producing volcanic eruption along a series of fissures, and then that would be the main hazard. So blowing lava, an eruption that persists for weeks, is possible, and that means roads and other forms of infrastructure could eventually be in harm's way. Do you remember in 2010 when the last time a volcano erupted in Iceland, but it had a cap on it? Don't you remember when nobody in the world could fly because the air was so bad? It was
I
ash.
don't actually.
You don't remember that? Where they covered the volcano covered the entire globe in ash.
Oh my God.
The air quality globally.
From the same volcano?
From a different volcano.
Oh.
This one doesn't have a cap on it, which means it's going to be lava. That one was ash because it blew the top off it, and then it ruined travel globally for weeks.
When you say cap, do you mean humans put something on top?
No. It's a natural sort of snow kind of cap on top of it. But that's crazy. 30,000 earthquakes in 3 weeks.
So they're telling people in that town to evacuate?
Yeah, they're going to help to get out of there.
Damn.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday was over the weekend.
Yay, HBD.
Listen to this. Kim Kardashian was there, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Selma Hayek, Snoop, Casey Affleck, Kate Beckinsale, Lil
star-studded.
Wayne, Al Pacino, 2 Chainz, Tyga, Channing Tatum, Zoe Kravitz, Rita Ora, Beck was there, Chris Rock, Emile Hirsch, Lucas Haas and Tobey Maguire got the posse back together.
Hey.
Right.
Hey.
Leonardo DiCaprio's ex-girlfriend Victoria Lamas showed up and was denied entry. So this was his girl from last year. She showed up with some friends.
Did she get the invite, though?
I guess she was trying to be somebody's maybe their plus one, but apparently
I know him.
It was very strict and
so embarrassing.
Denied. She was all dressed up too.
Yeah, and then you got to turn around and leave.
Oh my God, what an embarrassing thing.
Wait at the bottom of the driveway for your Uber.
Oh, or would your friends go in? Do you think? Would you be pissed at them?
I'd be so mad.
Yeah? Like if your friends were invited to your ex-boyfriend's birthday party and you showed up with them thinking, you know what, we're still cool, right? My friends got the invite. We broke up on great terms last year, and then you got denied entry, but your friends went in. Would you be pissed?
Trifling.
Trifling,
Yes.
says Shem. Maria, what do you say?
I would have been mad.
Yeah,
You would
of
have been mad.
course.
Yeah.
That's friendship ending right there.
Or what I would do, be go in there, see what's going on, take a few pictures, come back out, tell me what happened.
Spy.
So
but what if they don't come back, though?
you'd go in and then come out and tell your friend what's going on in there?
If that was the deal we made, I'd be like, okay, we'll go in,
Yeah.
we'll get details, and we'll come back out an hour tops.
An hour.
Get all the details and
After
then
a
leave.
couple of shots.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you have to tequilas and then leave.
Yeah, you got to blend in, right? Don't look too suspect.
At the end of Saturday Night Live on Saturday, Timothy Chalamet wished Leonardo DiCaprio a happy birthday.
Stay positive. Stay nice. Happy birthday, Leonardo DiCaprio. Good night.
Britney Spears' manager not happy at all with an SNL skit where they did auditions for Britney's memoir to read the memoir. So they had all these cast members and everything else come in and play other famous people who were attempting to audition to read Britney's book. So here we go.
I'm beyond touched that my book, The Woman in Me, hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, to say the least. My audiobook is read by the amazing Michelle Williams, but she wasn't the only one who wanted to read it. Here's a peek at some of the other actors who auditioned to read The Woman in Me.
Okay, Allison Janney, chapter 25.
Oh, no.
Shaving my head was a way of saying to the world, F you. You want me to be pretty for you? F you.
Yeah, that's good.
Who wrote this?
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
And anytime you're ready to start.
No.
Martin Scorsese.
Who's saying action? I'm saying action, you're saying action?
Okay, next. Natasha Lyonne.
So at this point, I'm not a girl, but not yet.
That's a good one.
And in between, I don't know.
Fred Schneider from the B-52s.
My little sister.
Julia Fox.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Put it in, I said. And he replied, it's in. My whole world collapsed.
Jane Smith, the chapter on Kevin Federline.
That night was chaotic. I couldn't believe that Will, my husband, slapped Chris Rock.
I think you're reading from the wrong book.
Am I? Tupac has alopecia.
Oh, my God.
So Britney Spears' manager, not happy,
Saying what?
said this, wow, the writers on SNL are getting worse and worse. No wonder you all reached out to me to get Britney on the show. SNL is on life support. You are all pathetic. And this Chloe Fineman isn't funny. Did you find her on Craigslist or something?
Roasted. Wow. So not happy.
Not happy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So with the Trolls movie set to drop on Friday and the actors' strike finally over, apparently they are scrambling to put something together with NSYNC to promote the film with Justin Timberlake. So this may all go down on Thursday. Timberlake, of course, needs to surround himself with
good news.
Good news, and in an environment where people aren't going to attack him and all this stuff, and call up the NSYNC boys and let's do some sort of carpet.
Guys, I need your help.
Yeah,
He won't do press on the carpet though.
I bet you he will. I bet you they will.
You might have to.
Oh, then they're just going to flat out just tell people. He's only going to talk to anybody who's agreed to not mention anything about the Britney book, right?
Only keep it with the movie.
And also, this is a very easy movie to do that with because it's a kid's movie, and it's fine. But so there
looking forward to it.
There may be some sort of NSYNC event happening.
Go watch that movie this weekend.
Later this week, and Joey Fatone.
Yeah. I like him.
Getting candid about the cosmetic surgery procedures he's undergone in the last little while. I guess when, you get the band back together and stuff, maybe hit some hair plugs, or I think he sucked up his chin a little bit. And maybe,
Did he really?
Maybe got some, I don't know what version of lipo people are doing now, but it sounds like a version of lipo. So here is Joey Fatone.
Hey, so it's been about a week now. I actually had no bruising, very, very little to minimal bruising, which is pretty crazy. Of this whole week, even the 48 hours. So it's been pretty amazing. As you can see my neck right now, there's a little scarring. I don't know if you can see a little dot there, and there's a dot over here. My stomach definitely went down. My back has definitely been a lot slender. I don't have any the little roll that I did before. It's pretty interesting to see the results already, and I'm still kind of swollen a little bit, they keep saying, so it's going to even get any better. So we'll see what happens.
I wonder if he was in a rush to not rush, but he did all of this stuff now, knowing that there's a potential for press.
Yeah.
around the world, right?
He
Wouldn't
says
Ozempic be better?
He said it's crazy how many guys get work done and they don't broadcast it because a lot of men feel very shy or embarrassed about it. But there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm never afraid to tell people about this stuff. Who cares? I think women don't talk about it either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to.
No, like how many people walking around with the BBL being like, no, I just went to the gym, guys.
Yeah. Squats, hello. You ever heard of exercise?
Guys, okay, I'll admit, guys, I had one nose job because back in high school, I broke my nose playing soccer, and the doctor said I needed to get the nose job to help me breathe.
Mm-hmm. But that's about it.
That story has been told by I don't know how many people over the years. That high school soccer injury where the doctor said, listen, the only way forward for you in life is to get a nose job.
This is how you survive.
This is how you come out the other side.
Right?
But yeah, Joey Fatone looking good. He didn't get a lot done. I think that you ever thought about getting anything done?
Nah.
Like not now, but like years from now? Like
Nah.
would you would ever? No?
I would.
Yeah,
What would you
get done more?
Like the belly area.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? What would you get
So
done?
you mean your
The same
belly?
thing Joey, yeah.
Like you get some stuff sucked out of you, right?
Yeah, because like I had a soccer injury and the doctor said I had to do it.
Soccer.
I get
In your gut?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Yeah, there's a ball in there.
Multiple.
Yeah, you got half the team in there, more. It looks like you ate all the oranges.
So yeah, the belly area.
Shen, would you ever get anything done? You ever thought about it?
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of my ears. They're really small.
You would get bigger ears?
I would, like, just so they're more proportioned with my
Can you
head.
do that?
Wow.
Yeah, my ears are.
Like, what do you take skin
really
from
tiny.
someone else's ear?
Ew, somebody else's.
No, but like, can they do that? Can they make you bigger ears?
I don't know.
I guess.
I don't
Never
think
looked
so.
into it.
Like without them looking just swollen, like and stuff like
They
that.
can
Like,
point them. I've seen
To
that.
me, that
You
looks.
can pin it back too.
Yeah, I know. I know people that have had their ears pinned back because they had like donkey ears, right?
Yeah.
And then they get them. They
They've
pinned-
what?
Donkey ears, and then they get them pinned back. They do a really good job on people who get their ears pinned back. I think if I ever did anything, the one thing I would not do is probably the one thing that most people would do is I would never touch my face.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Don't
I think
mess
that,
with perfection.
No. I just think that when guys start getting rid of the lines and the fillers and all that, like
It's
just
way too obvious.
It's way too obvious. Like way too obvious.
Maria?
Want to get work done? Yeah, maybe down the road.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
ever have you had Botox?
Botox? I haven't had Botox.
You
no.
haven't had Botox? No. A lot of
No.
people get Botox.
Yeah, no Botox, no filler.
You ever had Botox, Mocha?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know
Roz,
what
have
you
you?
do. No, I never
Why?
had
Do I
Botox.
look like I had Botox?
No, I don't know because you always wear
Wait.
a hat. I don't know what's doing under that hat.
Do I look
Maybe?
like I
I've always
need
thought
Botox?
about getting the 11s done. You know,
Yeah.
the between your
In
eyebrows.
Between your eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
To
get
do what?
Can you get
Oh,
just
fill
that
it?
done?
Yeah, you can just get that. Yeah, just Botox right here. That way when
Yeah. Like
I
got
and
some,
sometimes does everyone have a vein, the forehead vein?
I got
Only when
some
I'm
massive
angry.
crow's
I would maybe
feet.
do that.
I got a lot of.
But not
I got a
now.
lot of.
For that, you can't remove it.
I got a lot of
The vein?
crow's feet.
Yeah.
No, but if you do Botox, then when I get angry, it won't show.
Oh, but then how would anybody know you're angry? No, you can't take that away.
We've never seen you angry, so.
No.
Nobody would know. No. You need to be. People need to be able to tell
Not
when
by the
you're
vein.
angry.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
80s supermodel Carol Alt at 62 has joined OnlyFans. Shem.
I was about to Google this girl right now.
Carol who? Holt?
Carol Alt,
met
A-L-T. 44 years of working in the business. She says. She says. I don't own.
She was on Celebrity Apprentice.
She says, I don't own. She says, for 44 years of working, I don't own one of my photos. She goes on to say, when people say, hey, do you have a photo that I can use? I have to ask somebody permission. She knows OnlyFans is known for its X-rated content. She says, although there will be nudes, they will be, quote, beautiful and tastefully done. She goes on to say that there's some nude photos, but tasteful. There is a difference between pictures that are tacky and pictures that are tasteful. I don't know a model out there who hasn't done a nude shoot. So there you go.
Let me show him with his credit card out, signing up for OnlyFans.
At model Carol Alt on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Marvels bombed. Oh my God.
How bad?
Okay, so I'll give you an example here. So when Captain Marvel debuted in 2019, it did $190 million that weekend.
Yeah.
It opened this weekend with $47 million in the U.S.
Ooh. Boy, is that the worst now?
It ranks as the lowest opening.
Ant-Man was second worst.
Opening for a Marvel in the cinematic universe. It is now the bottom.
Ant-Man did $55 million when it came out.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was the worst.
Yeah. The second Ant-Man, or the whatever.
Yeah, Quantumania?
Yeah,
That was bad.
Yeah, but yeah, they went from. I don't know what they're going to do with Marvel, man. They got to fix this. There was talk of bringing. What did I see the other day? That there's
Tobey
going to
Maguire.
Yeah, and Hugh Jackman.
And Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah.
For
like some sort of Infinity War Redux or whatever it is. I don't know. Some sort of new
something wars.
Like Avengers War thing.
One of the timeline.
Yeah,
kind of branch off.
Civil War or something like that, or they'll do another. They got to bring people back. They really do. They got to send a box of black hair dye to Robert Downey Jr. and say, "Sorry, buddy, you got to grow that beard
Secret
again."
Wars.
Secret Wars.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because I don't know what they do at MCU.
There was that Variety article that talked about a meeting with all the heads of Marvel.
Yeah,
on how do we fix it, right?
Yeah.
And one of the ideas was, well, why don't we try to get the original gang back? But then they shot it down. I don't know why. Maybe it would just cost too much money to bring everybody back.
I mean, they spent $200 million on the Marvels, not including promotion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have to do something.
They can't continue spending $200 million on movies that bring in less than 50 on opening
Plus,
weekend.
when they banked on having Jonathan Majors as being like the guy to help take Marvel into the next phase, and all of that came to an end.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not looking good.
No.
Are you going to go see it?
Which one? This one? The Marvels?
Yeah.
Like, what's on Disney Plus?
Oh, damn.
So you're not helping them pay off the debt.
It's not his job to help them pay their bills.
Bro, I pay for my Disney Plus subscriction.
It's not his fault.
You're the reason why then it's not doing well.
God. Yeah, no, and Mocha and about 42 other million people.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's looking like Masters of the Universe, the He-Man movie that they've been trying to make for 2 decades now.
Mm-hmm. Who's supposed to be in that?
So
recently, it was
originally it was Noah Centineo when it
Yes.
was so Netflix spent $30 million in development costs, and then when they realized that the proposed $200 million budget was not going to be able to be reduced, they walked away from it, and now it's looking like Amazon and MGM Studios are going to be like Amazon Prime Video will be the new home for the He-Man movie. Which is set to star Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen?
I don't know. After I looked him up, I didn't know, like, he's been in stuff, but I was like, I don't recognize anything that he's been in.
Or something?
I guess. In Masters of the Universe, Allen will play an orphan named Adam who discovers he is a prince destined to be the savior of a faraway land. He must quickly learn of his power and the importance of saving his true home from an evil force.
Yo, this guy looks like Heath Ledger.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Eyes and everything.
Yeah.
Holy.
But I guess that's your He-Man. I mean, like maybe they deliberately didn't want to go with something big. I don't even know. Anyway, it's going to be a $200 million budget. That's what they spent on the Marvels.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of money, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Fans were left baffled. So I don't know if I don't think it's ever run here. The I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, where they take like D and C and E-list celebrities and they stick them in the jungle. And then it's kind of like Survivor,
I've heard of it, but
in a
I mean,
way.
it's aired here, but we've never had our own.
Yeah, has it aired here?
It has.
Yeah. It's not for me. But everybody's sort of baffled because Jamie Lynn Spears is one of the celebrities.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the show, when all the celebrities come and introduce themselves, hi, I'm so-and-so, best known for blah, 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 blah. Jamie Lynn Spears, best known for...
being Britney Spears' sister.
Shem, best known for...
Yeah, Britney Spears' little sister.
Damn it, Maury, best known for...
Britney Spears' sister.
Okay, here's Jamie Lynn Spears.
My name is Jamie Lynn Spears. I'm best known for being an actress and a singer. I have been doing it since I could basically walk.
Okay.
No, you're known for being...
Best known.
Best known for being Britney Spears' baby sister.
Right.
Didn't she just do Dancing with the Stars?
I think she did.
I mean, I know she's Zoe Brooks from Nickelodeon, but you're Britney Spears' little sister. Come on.
Best known, right?
Yeah.
You could say I am, Jamie Lynn Spears. I was an actor as a kid. I've been singing since whatever, but I'm best known for being Britney Spears' little sister.
Totally.
When you say best known, you have to say best known.
Yeah.
You
Like
can't
even
just,
on IMDb, right?
Yes.
I type Jamie
Yes.
L,
Right.
and then like someone else pops up. I start typing in Jamie Lynn,
Yeah.
and even her name doesn't pop up first. Jamie Lynn Siegler, the one who played Meadow Soprano on The Sopranos, pops up.
Yes.
So if I keep typing here, it's still the girl from Sopranos. Jamie Lynn, what is it? Spears?
Spears, yeah.
Yeah, and then she pops up. You have to fully spell her
Yes.
name, all three names.
Yes.
In order for her to pull up on IMDb.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Any interest in listening to Jason Sudeikis and Hannah Waddingham singing "Shallow" at
Shallow, yo, it could be their grocery list. I don't care.
This was at Jason Sudeikis' charity event called Thunder Gong at Kansas City, Missouri on Saturday.
There's nobody I would rather sing this song with.
Tell me something, boy. Trying to fill that void, or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling.
This is good.
In all the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I feel myself. I'm up the deep watches I'm down. Beat the ground, crash to the surface where they can us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow, in the shallow, shallow, shallow.
Come on.
Right?
That's my baby right
Yeah.
there.
Right?
That's amazing.
Because I keep waiting for her to pop up in something big that is an American, right? Because because the amount of time it takes for production, everything else. But she's one of the voices in I guess they're doing a brand new Garfield movie, like a brand new Garfield cartoon.
Oh, I watched a trailer.
She's in that, and guess who's Garfield?
I know.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
you watched the trailer, so I know. Do you guys know yet?
No, not a clue.
Guess who
The
Garfield
only
is?
person that Hollywood hires to lead an animated movie now, Chris Pratt.
Oh,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Mr. Moore, I would have guessed.
Yeah.
I
And you
would've
know,
Seth
who's the
Rogen.
you know who the voice of Garfield's dad is?
No.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Bill Murray's in it. John Cena's in it. Hannah Waddingham, as we just said. But yeah, so there's a new Garfield movie coming out with Hannah. But you won't see her, but you'll hear her.
That's disappointing.
I know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All those stories of Taylor Swift in the private jet and how she just like goes back and forth and back and forth. Remember, she was getting really killed for excessive use
Why
of
was it?
the,
'Cause she
of
wants
the
to sleep
private
in her own
jet.
bed?
Yeah, she goes home like every night when she was doing all her shows in the U.S., like whether that's to Nashville and New York, but she would like leave the stage. And I thought, she gets off stage, goes backstage, gets sort of changed, everything else. But Taylor was, those shows that she was doing in Argentina, the last outfit of the night was that blue sequined short dress with the blue sequin leg garter. Right?
Okay. Is that the
I don't
one
know if
when she ran into
Yes.
Travis Kelce's arms at the end of the show?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's her last outfit of the night. And when she finished her last show in Argentina, there's a picture of Taylor Swift at the airport in Argentina getting on her private jet in that outfit.
What?
Like she didn't even change after
Not
the
even
show.
into, like, comfy sweats or
Nothing.
something?
She's holding an umbrella to conceal her face,
Yeah.
but it's the blue sequin outfit with the blue garter.
Girl, we
not,
know.
Did you not see the video of the insane amount of like the motorcade that was taking her to the airport?
Yeah, because
they closed the roads.
Yeah, she does not like it is. There is zero time, Right. So when there's you can only imagine the giant crowds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What it must be like to try and get out of there. So she walks off stage and down the stairs, and they whisk her out of the building into a car to the airport. Does not even get changed. Nothing.
No, what if she forgot something in the dressing room? I guess somebody will get it.
They pack it all up for her.
What if it's her phone charger?
No, they
buy a new one,
right? Oh my God, that'd be a piss.
She's
That's
like,
a long flight.
She's like, guys, I'm at 10%.
Yeah.
That's
and that's a long flight.
I'm sure
right?
Maybe the plane has a charger on it.
I wouldn't bank on it.
You just
You have to pay
never
extra
know.
for that when they come around to your seat.
Well, it's her plane, Maury.
Yeah. Maybe she's got phone chargers on the plane.
The paying extras when she bought the wings.
And all that gas.
Yeah, and all that gas.
Wow. So she doesn't get out of that outfit.
Nothing.
Just finishes work, goes literally straight home.
She might change on the plane, I guess.
I'm guessing she does. Yeah, she changes on the plane.
Into those, sweatpants with the pillow around your neck.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. That's a long flight. I've done that flight.
Yeah.
I did that flight
Argentina.
just for the miles. I did that flight.
Did you have to pay extra for a phone charger?
No, but I left my phone on roaming by mistake between Santiago, Chile, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. And when I got back, work called me when I was working at ET Canada, and they were like, "Why in a 2-day span did you rack up $700 in roaming charges?"
Oh.
Because every time we would go over a tower, it would kick in, and it would just my phone was pinging all the way from
Who paid for that?
They did.
Yeah. And look what happened now.
You think that's why the show got canceled?
All them roaming charges. Blame Roz.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay. Will Smith's best friend, Bilal.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know who this guy is, but there's enough video of Will Smith and this guy together. They've been tight for years, right? And he was talking to, whose podcast was he doing?
Tasha K?
Is that who that was?
Yeah. Tasha K.
Okay. And I guess going on about how Will couldn't please Jada, and then also how Will was with another guy called Dwayne Martin because they've been friends for a real long time. Anyway, listen to Bilal tell the story.
On the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small
I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars. You can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that, she want that. This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin. So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was couch, and Dwayne was standing up. There was murder in there.
I don't know. Like, what did Will Smith do to this guy to make him roll over on him?
I don't
and
know.
And give so much details. Because
I don't know.
In that video, when they were kind of like showing clips of Will and this guy together, like a most recent one was the two of them together, and Will Smith had his biography in his hand, right? They're doing like promo for it. And that biography came out like last year?
Yeah. And he's in the book.
And he's in the book.
Yeah.
And that was recent.
Yeah.
So what happened between then and now in their friendship, former friendship, to make this guy just like start spilling secrets?
No idea. I don't know what you would have to do to anybody to get them to spill these kind of secrets. on you.
Like, those are some wild accusations, man.
Well, yeah, like very like.
And don't you have to be careful, or you're going to get sued for like libel? Slander?
You could send a cease and desist, but the problem with suing somebody for libel is that then you have to go to court and prove it wrong. Like,
how do you prove that wrong?
Well, I mean, then they bring in Dwayne Martin. Right?
Like, yo, Dwayne, what you got to say, bro?
Yeah. You know, that's why people don't get sued, because nobody wants to go to court and have all this aired out in front of a judge, right? But that is a crazy story.
Some friend.
Jesus.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
F1 in Vegas this weekend.
Yes, let's go, baby.
So
let's go.
You were talking to me about the start times for the race and how you got to adjust your whole entire life. So the race starts. It's an evening race. It's a nighttime race because they want the Vegas lights and it's going to look dope and all this other stuff, right?
Start time is 10 o'clock Vegas time. 10 p.m. Vegas time.
Is that midnight here?
Which is 1 a.m. here.
1 a.m.
So if I want to watch the race live.
And how long's the race?
This one will be about an hour and a half.
Okay. Yeah, so you're up. Up.
Yeah.
Now,
That's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, Saturday night.
Starting something at 1 a.m. though.
That's fine.
Like
I'm used to it, bro.
Sometimes a UFC will wrap and it's like, you know, it's close to 1, whatever, and I'm bagged by that time. I couldn't imagine starting something.
I live that life, bro.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Stop it. Don't even.
I live that life.
Well, there's one Nevada brothel that is opening its doors and offering F1 drivers freebies ahead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
What?
The famous Chicken Ranch brothel.
Oh, my God.
Is excited to welcome the race to their home turf for the first time since '82, and they want to make sure every driver leaves Vegas happy.
Lewis Hamilton walking up in there?
Two of its
Max Verstappen?
Are we clapping for this?
Two of its fully licensed employees are offering special sessions at no charge for all drivers. 2 employees are offering services for all drivers.
Wow.
How many drivers are in a race?
Like 20. I think this weekend it might be 22.
2 employees are offering all 22 drivers a place
And
at
they're
the
off.
Chicken Ranch. So there you go. But that's going to be huge this weekend. My goodness.
Lights out. Go, go, go.
Yes, sir.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So there was I don't know if you saw this. There's a Grammy-nominated gospel singer named Bobby Storm, and there was a video. She was taking a Delta Airlines flight, and I guess she's just like all sort of excited and everything else, and she's singing on the plane. So here's a little bit of like her singing, right?
Father, I thank you for each day in my life. I realize I don't need anything. I need you.
So at another point, though, what happened was she got up and was walking the aisles. Singing and being like, you know, hey, I'm this big deal, I guess, I don't know. And then she got into some sort of altercation with the flight attendant who she was like, you know, hey, but I'm this. And he's like, I don't care, shut up. So the debate is who's in the wrong here? Is it the flight attendant or is it Bobby Storm? Listen to this.
Seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance. Hey, have a seat. I am. I'm gonna have a seat. Oh, I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys. My name is Bobby Storm. I sing for the Lord, and my song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget Them. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane, but I haven't done this in a while, so...
Are you able to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please...
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well, I find that up.
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys.
If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Ah, okay.
Are you able to be quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
So I'll sing it on the low for y'all.
Sing it on the low.
Okay, so a lot of people in the comment section, when you go through this, are taking the side of
the flight attendant. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Because you know what? I would be so suspect if you're walking up and down the aisles singing like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this a distraction from?
Right.
What is this a distraction for? Right. Something else is going to happen on this plane?
Yes.
You're distracting me with your singing?
Yeah.
Also, if you sat down, you said, hey, my song is available on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
You're like, cool, I'll check it out if I want.
Right.
Don't sing.
Also, anywhere else in life, somebody says, I'm doing this for Jesus is fine. Not on a plane. Right? Makes me nervous.
That makes me scary.
Yes.
There's some gospel songs you do not want to sing.
No.
Imagine somebody up and down singing Amazing Grace.
No.
way.
Or Hallelujah?
No, which is a beautiful songs.
Yeah.
Don't sing that on my airplane.
I better not hear the words, Jesus, take the plane.
Yeah, no. Nope. Up in the clouds or AKA the heavens. Nope.
Jesus, take the plane.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Will Smith's camp have denied the rumors that he was caught having sex with one of his male co-stars. This, of course, was from that interview with a guy who claims to be Will Smith's, I guess, like former personal assistant and part of his inner circle and worked with him and Jada. His name is Brother Bilal, and he said this on a podcast with Tasha K.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin. So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was couch, and Dwayne was standing up. There was murder in there.
A rep for Will denies the allegations completely, telling TMZ, quote, this story is completely fabricated and the claim is unequivocally false. A source close to the situation also says that Will is considering taking legal action following Bilal's remarks. As for Dwayne, he hasn't yet publicly addressed the allegation, and TMZ states that it's still unclear if this guy Bilal had any sort of long-time connection to Will Smith at all. So
wow.
I don't think that's going away anytime soon.
Your best friend.
I mean, sure.
Ex-best friend, yeah.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Like, come on now.
For God's sake, don't make me laugh. You son of a...
Play it again.
Stop it.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Shut up, Maria.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, that Baby Shark movie dropped, huh? Did you know this?
It's out?
I guess so. It was November 14th. When's November 14th?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yeah, it dropped yesterday. I didn't know that Offset and Cardi B were in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea. Did you see the trailer for it?
Mm-mm.
No. Do you want to listen to the trailer for
Yes.
it? Okay, here.
Bubble, bubble, spill the tea. Show me the catchiest fish in the sea. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Him? Still? William, do you swear to be my best friend forever? In sickness and in kelp? I do. I've been vision!
For the first time in Fishery.
Baby, the sharks are moving to Chomp City.
We're moving? We're not gonna be neighbors anymore?
Baby Shark is starring
Wait for me!
in a major ocean picture.
Sights, sounds, smells. City
Anyway.
life, we're living it.
Cardi B's in it. Lance Bass is in it. Offset's in it.
Sorry, it's out now or just the trailer came
No,
out?
it's out.
Streaming, obviously.
Yeah, a new trailer for which arrived. Oh, no, the trailer came out yesterday.
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, December 8th.
Oh, okay.
Is when it drops on. I guess it's a Paramount Plus. Do you have Paramount Plus yet?
I do not.
You don't, huh?
I do.
You do, Maury?
Well, that's the only way I can watch Frasier.
Oh, are you watching that new Frasier?
It's really good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anybody talk about
I
that.
ordered Paramount Plus when season 5 of Yellowstone came out.
Right.
And I watched like the first 2 episodes and I wasn't into it. And then I just canceled my Paramount Plus.
You did. Yeah, I have that. I get notifications all the time, I told you. Catherine and Roxy will say, I'll be like away or doing whatever, and then they'll just sit at home and they get it there like a bee up their ass where they want to spend the afternoon watching like British mysteries, right? So then I get all these notifications that I've subscribed to like all of these like I don't even know what these services are, but it's like deep into the like algorithm where you find these services that just cater to people who like British mysteries, and then I got 6 of those for a month.
Thank you for your subscription to Quibi. $23.99 a month.
Oh, all of them.
Who
All
says
of them.
bee up the butt?
What's that?
Who says bee up the butt?
Who said that?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay, don't worry about it, Maureen, okay? People say it, okay? People say it.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Promise.
Sure.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, what happened during that Timberwolves Golden State game last night? Did you see that?
Oh, my God.
Yep.
What happened, Shem? Like, before anybody scored a point, there was 3 ejections. Some guy got in a headlock.
Yeah. So one of the Golden State team members, Klay Thompson, got kind of in a tuffle with one of the Timberwolves players, Draymond Green, who some say I look like, went ahead and put another player in a chokehold.
Yeah. Came out of nowhere. It was like a wrestling move.
Wild, man.
I don't know. I did not let go. That was like seconds.
Yeah, but that was like the very beginning of the game.
Before any points were scored.
That's like that's like minor hockey kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like before the puck drops, there's a fight.
So what's going to happen? Because Draymond is like, this isn't his first offense.
No, he's got quite a history of doing ridiculous things on the court, like
What, does he
wrestling
get
moves. Fined for sure. I think you're going to see a very lengthy suspension.
You think so, huh?
Yep, 10 plus games.
Wow.
I think so.
10 games.
Yep,
Wow,
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
He stepped on a guy's chest once too, right?
And kicked somebody in the groin.
Is he like the Thanos of the NBA?
This guy's unhinged.
Yeah,
he's wild.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Last night on The Voice, John Legend really broke down. It was kind of beautiful. So there was a singer named Lennon Vanderdoes, and he was doing a version of I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz, and it's a beautiful version. So this is like all the judges have their sort of back to them kind of thing, right? Is that the deal? Are they
No,
still
they're
in
all
this round?
facing forward.
They're all
This was a
facing
knockout
forward.
round.
I gotcha. So they're all, whose singer is he?
He is.
Which team is he on? You can
Niall
figure that out.
Horan's. Niall Horan.
Oh, beautiful performance. And I guess it just hit John Legend like right in the feels. But here's a little bit of Lennon.
When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold.
Beautiful.
And just like those old stars, I see that you have come so far.
Give it one more second. He does something great
to be
here.
right where you are. How old is your soul?
Here we go. Listen to this, Shem.
And even the stars, they
Wow.
burn. Some even fall to the earth.
Right?
Yo, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Wow.
So here is John Legend's reaction.
Ever since I became a dad, I definitely cry a lot more than I used to.
Oh my God, I love you so much right now.
So, Lennon, I thought of you as like the underdog. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I just felt you like being like fully yourself, and it felt so moving to me. I don't know why I can't cry. I can't stop. It felt so passionate and so moving, and it really just got me.
Damn, beautiful performance. Another beautiful performance is the Kelsey brothers, Jason and Travis. did their version of Fairy Tale of New York, but they called it Fairy Tale of Philadelphia. You know that Christmas song by that band that you hear every now and then? Do you know that song, Fairy Tale of New York?
I do not.
You'll know it when you hear it. So here are the Kelsey brothers singing together, and that one brother, I don't know what's
Jason?
No, is it Jason? Yeah, that's the other brother. He's got like you tell me, Shem, if this guy can actually sing. Okay. Okay. Listen to this.
I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when Mom first had you. I kept them with me, Jace. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around
Listen to this harmony.
The sound of the Silver Ages choirs still singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
Right?
Wow.
This gives me like East Coast Nova Scotian vibes. You know what I mean? That's
Spirit of the West
beautiful.
vibes.
It sounded great, right?
Yeah,
That
beautiful.
kind of slaps.
The OG version is the Pogues, right?
Yeah, the Pogues. Yeah,
Beautiful.
it sounded great together.
Wow.
I don't hate it.
I don't know which one was which though. Who had the deep voice?
That
Travis?
sounds like Jason.
No, it's
No,
Jason.
that's Jason.
gotta be
That's Jason.
That's
Yeah.
Jason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, it sounds good to me.
Wow.
I'd listen to that.
I'd download that on my playlist.
I know, but it's tough when you do something like this and then Taylor Swift is like your girlfriend and all this stuff. You know what I
He's
mean?
like, oh,
It's
so cute, honey.
Yeah. Well, because then everybody's gonna be like, oh, like, would you do? Like, her people produce that up for you and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Oh, did you
Like,
use Taylor's
now-
engineer?
now you got to sing too. Like, what are you, like a musical couple? Like, oh, what are you gonna do? Sing with your girlfriend now? You guys doing a record, right? Like, oh, you got to eat
You
so
know
much
what?
crap.
You'd be such good friends.
I know. I'm probably the only one that would say all that crap.
I'd be so honored to have you in this friend group. Hey, what do you think, Roz?
Were you like you and your girlfriend gonna sing now?
Like, screw you, man. I gotta go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Patrick Mahomes, talking to the Manning brothers on their podcast, revealed that he has lucky underpants that he wears every game and has since his very beginning in his rookie year. Listen to this.
Patrick, we talked to, we saw your old teammate, your backup quarterback, Chad Henne, said you have a few superstitions and that one of them has been wearing the same pair of red underwear on game day for years now. And I love a good superstition, but, couldn't you just do something like eating the same pregame meal? Did it have to be the red underwear?
Well, first my wife Brittany got them for me, so I had to. I'm not throwing y'all down, but I have to wear them, But at the same time, I threw them on that first season. We had a pretty good season that season. I only wear them for game day though, so I can't get. They're not too worn down. They're not like these like nasty. I clean them.
You wash them. You wash them.
I do.
Oh,
I
good,
wash
good.
them. I wash them every once in a while at least.
Is it a thong? Is it a G-string? What is it?
I mean, if we're on a hot streak, I can't wash them. I got to just keep it rolling.
Oh.
So as long as I'm winning football games, I'll keep the superstition going.
Damn,
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree.
It's my kind of
Look at Maury, one clap.
I have lucky underwear.
No, you don't. You
just wear
admitted
the
like
same-
so many times that you wear the exact same undies 5-6 days straight.
Yeah, but if I'm going to a thing and I need some good luck, I have this sort of tartan boxers that I put on.
First of all, Maury,
Sounds sexy.
you were the least
Thank you,
lucky
Shem.
person I've ever met in my life. Like I would go.
So those tartan undies are still in the package?
Yeah, like you, I would quit wearing underwear if I was you.
Yo, bro, we don't need to make those
No,
kind
we
of
don't need to make those choices here, please. I'm with Shem on that one.
Hey.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Crown. Here's sort of what we know about. Did you watch The Crown? Everybody, is everybody still watching The Crown?
Nah, I
you gave up on it
season 2, yeah.
because they're getting current, right? So this is the last season. So this season, first of all, it's going to be split into two, unlike every other time they've done The Crown. The first 4 episodes, November 16th. So what's that?
It's Friday.
Friday?
November 16th is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. The final 6, December 14th. The season will cover 1997 to 2005, but they won't be sort of spread evenly throughout. So the first 4 episodes of part 1 will focus on the months leading up to Diana's death in 1997. 7, and then part 2 was sort of be more expansive over the last 6 episodes, spanning several years, they say, touching on events including Prince William's return to Eton after Diana's death, Queen Elizabeth's Golden Jubilee in 2002, Charles and Camilla getting married in 2005, and then the very early stages of Will and Kate. One thing that has remained consistent, though, is there will not be anything leading up to the final years of the Queen's life, which also means no Harry and Meghan and no scandals surrounding Prince Andrew.
Oh, that's going to be my question.
So,
all right.
I'm Meg.
Is this the last?
Meghan Markle's pissed. Yeah, it's the last one.
Last one.
Done.
Oh, yeah.
She's pissed because she wanted to be featured in it, you think?
I'm sure.
Yeah, of course she did. Of course she did. Like, when am I going to get my season?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Get my name out there.
Yeah. Apparently, there's an absolute meltdown happening at Marvel Studios. So, Marvel was supposed to release 3 MCU feature films next year. They're releasing 1, which is Deadpool 3. So that's the only one that's supposed to come out. I guess what happened was when Bob Iger came back in, he said on an earnings call that the Disney movie empire has, quote, lost focus because of an emphasis on quantity over quality in a rush to feed Disney Plus.
I agree.
Completely agree with you on that as well. So Captain America New World Order, which was previously set to hit on July 26th, is now February 2025. And then Thunderbolts, which is the Florence Pugh and Sebastian Stan movie, was supposed to hit December 2024, which is now going to be July 2025. And Marvel is also, apparently, according to a podcast from somebody at Forbes, moving away from Kang, Jonathan Majors.
Oh, yeah, the Kang Dynasty. That was going to be like the next big thing.
Well, because he was the bad guy in the last Ant-Man movie, didn't do well. And then he was the bad guy who's in the Loki movie, and they've set him up to sort of be the sort of big bad. But what they say is that they are moving on to Doctor Doom when they do the Fantastic Four movie.
Great idea.
So Doctor Doom will then sort of take the place of the big bad moving forward as opposed to Kang.
You know, that the other Fantastic Four that they did with Michael B. Jordan and, oh my God.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Remember that one?
Did I see that? I don't know.
Oh my God, what's his name? I like the guy too. In the Fantastic Four. Oh man, I think he played Reed. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. But that movie was good. I liked
liked it?
Yeah, I thought they should have continued with that.
It's interesting, though, how the anticipation and excitement has just completely flipped from Marvel to DC.
Oh, big
like
time.
it was always Marvel. Now it's everybody's looking forward to the new stuff at DC, like the new Batman. People looking forward to that. The new Joker.
Yeah.
People really looking forward to that.
You mean John Krasinski?
No, he was in
Miles Teller?
Oh, was it Miles Teller?
Miles Teller, yeah.
I like that guy, Miles Teller.
Yeah, he was in the other Fantastic Four.
What'd you say, Maria?
I like him too.
Oh, yeah.
As an actor or?
Both. I met him once.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was a
What'd you
very
say
nice
to
guy.
him?
I said hello.
Yeah.
And he said?
Hello.
And then?
And then he walked away.
Oh. Hey! Yeah, we celebrate wins on this show.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, got to play this NHL. This poor guy, Christian Kramer. He was singing the Canadian national anthem at the Sabres game last night. I didn't know that because of the proximity from Buffalo to Toronto, that Buffalo, even when there's no Canadian team playing, they still sing the Canadian national anthem because there's so many Canadian fans there. So they do it for the fans. I had no idea. I thought they only did that when there was a Canadian team playing. But here is Christian Kramer. So he the part where is supposed to be singing "From Far and Wide, O Canada, We Stand on Guard for Thee." Obviously forgets the words. Kind of goes into "Oh Christmas Tree" territory, and then a decent recover.
The true north, strong and free. Oh, Canada, we stand, arise. We stand on God for thee. God keep our land.
Decent recovery.
Yeah.
Glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada.
Like
he also says "Ho Canada."
I was thinking that, yeah.
As an H.
Right?
Yeah.
Ho
What
Canada.
you trying to say,
ho, ho.
Christian?
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. Say it to my face.
You know what saved him? He said he sounds actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
saved
that's
him.
the other thing.
But
He sounds great.
Instead of from far and wide, "O Canada, we stand on guard for thee," he sang, "O Canada, we stand arise. We stand on guard for thee."
Let me find when we call this a hoe.
We see, oh Canada,
Right?
oh Canada, oh
Go to the end one. The end one's even
Canada,
better.
and glorious
Here we go.
and free. Oh,
yeah.
oh Canada,
Hey, come on, bro.
oh Canada,
You calling a hoe?
oh Canada.
Let me talk about Buffalo real quick.
Right?
Trash.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Authorities in New York City say that they've made the largest ever seizure of knockoff goods. Say it ain't so.
Oh, no. Canal Street, probably.
I know. They made the largest ever seizure of counterfeit goods, handbags, shoes, luxury merchandise, valued at more than $1 billion in knockoff goods.
Just before Christmas.
Right, Maureen? The U.S. Attorney's Office yesterday said 2 people have been charged with trafficking the knockoffs from a New York City storage unit and other locations.
I found the picture of the storage locker
Yeah.
where this stuff is.
Yeah.
Yo, Maria, you would go nuts. There's Louis V in here. There's Burberry in here.
Damn. 2 men charged.
Running out with like 10 bags.
They could face up to 10 years in prison.
Wallets and purses.
Okay, so speaking of shady stuff, I was like figuring out. So car thefts across the country are crazy, but in Montreal and Toronto, they're bonkers, right?
Okay.
So far in 2023, police say that they are aware of 9,747 stolen vehicles in Toronto.
Yikes.
So where do they go, right? Like, where do they go? And we know that they go to like Western Africa and they found them in Italy and like all sorts of other places. And you're like, how do these jabronis get the car from my driveway to like
Africa,
right?
On boat, right?
On a boat. But I'm like, where's the guy at the dock being like, yo, homies, you got like containers full of cars? So first of all, I had no idea. So it breaks down like this when they steal a car, right? So the guy, the primary person who sets up the theft is making between $3,000 and $5,000 per car. The break-in expert, right? So the key fob technician, right, making between $1,000, $1,200. The getaway driver making $500 and to drive the car from, say, Toronto to Montreal. The guy actually driving the car makes the least amount of money on the car.
And he probably has to cover the gas.
So you're right. So when it gets to Montreal, it gets to this giant port that's like 30 kilometers long, and hundreds of thousands of shipping containers are shipped out every month. I had no idea about this. I thought if you have a shipping container and you're like, hey, it's leaving Canada, like if you FedEx something somewhere, you're like, hey, it's leaving Canada. I want to send the shipping container to, I don't know, West Africa, right? And then they slap a sticker on it. I figured there's a guy that's there that is like, open that container, even do a visual check, right? So in a day, let's just say that 14,000 shipping containers leave this port in Montreal.
Au revoir.
If a agent is there to check them, they check fewer than 1% of containers that leave the country.
What are they doing? Eating poutine?
It gets a sticker, and off it goes.
What? Have a nice trip.
Less than 1%. So if they did 14,000 containers in a day,
all them agents getting an email today.
Less than 100 are checked if someone is there to check them. If someone is there to check
So
them.
one person at the port? That's it?
But they do the whole rounds. They don't have the staff. They don't have the resources. They don't have anything.
They don't have a boss.
So you're wondering like how easy it is for like your car to wind up in like somewhere like the other side of the world. It's quite easy actually. Not that I'm trying to give tips here. This isn't a.
You kind of.
I'm not doing a learning annex.
Well,
right?
you kind of detailed like step by step right there.
Right.
Now, if your car gets stolen, don't be sad.
Nobody wants mine. These are all new cars. Everybody wants the new cars. I think your car's on the list, Mocha.
The pilot?
You ever check the list? I think the CRV is the most stolen.
That was my old car.
So if they're going for the CRV, the pilot's not far off the list, right?
Pilot Nation, we got to come together. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Do you keep your key fob by the door at home, or do you bury it?
Don't worry about where I keep my key fob.
I'm just asking.
Well, I'm not telling. It sounds like you're looking for information.
I'm not
because you sure as hell gave step by step to any potential thief out there. I'm telling you where I keep my key fob.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well, he still says that he's not running for president. Dwayne The Rock Johnson was on Capitol Hill yesterday.
What's he doing there?
Meeting with, I think he met with Chuck Schumer and a couple other U.S. senators to talk football and military and
not to teach them how to get swole.
No, boosting recruitment for the armed forces, also XFL, which The Rock owns. So here, I'm going to play you this clip. It's he's doing a photo op. And you can just hear all the photographers, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, the standard, are you running for president? Are you running for president? But then listen to the mayhem and questions at the end.
Mr. Johnson, are you running for president? Mr. Johnson, what brings you to the Hill?
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you, folks.
Do you plan to run for president? All right, guys, let's go. Do you plan to run for president?
Mr. Johnson, will you be at WrestleMania?
Do we smell what the Rock is cooking? Do you plan to run for president?
Guys, let's go.
Somebody on Capitol Hill yelled, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" As a question. When the man is meeting with
absolutely.
U.S. senators.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you ask that?
Hey, man, worse has happened on Capitol Hill. So.
It's part of his personality. It's part of who he is.
Yes.
It's part of his history.
True.
You don't even want it. I would go in on every single wrestling question I've ever had about The Rock in his career if I was standing there.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So still not running for president, but he was there. So it's cool.
And he didn't answer the question as to whether or not he's going to be at WrestleMania in Philadelphia in April.
Yeah.
He's going to be there.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do you want to hear the clip from The Crown that they released, which is the crash with Diana?
Wait,
do you want to hear that? So they released the clip from the show. Did they? Is this
No, so there's 4 episodes out that came out at midnight. This is in the second last episode.
So you went and dug this out?
Yeah,
Is that what you
their
did?
episode, just like The Crown, new season's out.
Is that? But half of it though.
Yes.
Right. And
Wait, so do they show the?
So what
What do they
happens is
show?
you see her coming out of the hotel. You see her going into the limousine.
Yeah.
You see the paparazzi snapping pictures. You see the driver. You'll hear the driver yelling in French.
Yeah.
And then the car speeds off, and it's speeding along the road. There's a man walking his dog who looks really shocked at how fast the car's going.
Yeah.
You'll hear the car going into the tunnel. You don't see anything.
Gotcha.
You hear everything.
Okay, so they don't show. That's what
The
they
credits
said,
start
right?
rolling as you hear it.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That's
Play a little bit.
S'il vous plaît, la photo là. Léna, par ici. Par ici. Come on. Diana, picture. Allez.
Okay. Ça y est, allez.
Oui, c'est bon. Hey!
I don't know. You're making me feel kind of uncomfortable, guys. So this is where it goes into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh my God. No. I don't know. That kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you knew it was going to happen in the show, though.
No, I
right?
know. But
You
just
knew-
hearing it and
yeah.
just knowing what that period of time, what that did, to the world and stuff.
Yeah, it was terrible.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
DoorDash released some of their stats from this past year. So the most expensive single order in DoorDash was from Markham, Ontario.
Oh, I don't live in Markham.
No, you do not, Maury. Markham, Ontario, where the person ordering DoorDash, part of their order was 33 different beauty products, ranging from hair and makeup products to tools to brushes to all that stuff. The DoorDash order was $3,335 on DoorDash.
You
on
still live in Aurora, right?
DoorDash.
Yeah, that ain't me. But my sister lives in Markham. I must have got calling. What the hell are you buying?
The shortest distance that a Dasher delivered something was 120 meters.
That could have been me.
That really could have been you, Maury. And when it comes to special instructions, I think it was Vancouver with 21%, I think, of orders came with special instructions. The most ordered foods in Canada. Mocha, go. Number one. Do it.
Most ordered foods in Canada?
Yes. What was number one on DoorDash's list for most ordered food?
Chicken wings.
Incorrect.
Hamburgers.
Yes.
Okay.
Hamburgers and cheeseburgers, number one. Burrito bowl coming in at number two.
Not bad. surprised.
Burrito bowls.
Yeah. What's that, Maria?
Not surprised.
Not surprised? Chicken nuggets, damn it, Maury.
Or chicken fingers. They're longer.
Chicken burgers on the list. Did you say?
Just don't.
Okay.
We heard it. Just don't.
I like a long finger than a short nugget.
Yo.
I'm never eating chicken nuggets again.
Gotta get my nugs. Damn it, Maury, by the end of the year, will you be able to go through your entire Uber Eats history starting from January 1 and give us a total on what you spent this year?
Oh, that would be a cool project.
Yeah. Could you do that, or do you need somebody to do it for you?
Cool.
Can you can you do me a favor?
I mean, the year's not done. I ordered Uber Eats last night.
No. I
could you
mean,
go
by
through-
the end of the year, like when we do our last show of the year,
Yeah.
we want your Uber total.
Can you do me a favor, though, and send Shem the grand total of each item? Because his math will be correct.
Accurate.
I mean, I could use a calculator.
No, you can't.
Do you mean like I could use a calculator like you need one? Or you could use a calculator like you know how?
No, like I would need one, and I have
but you don't
access
know
to.
how.
Just send the numbers.
Just send the numbers. Maria, you had your hand up there for a second. What's
Maury, do you only use Uber Eats?
Or skip.
So I feel like we need to calculate all
hold
of
on
the apps
now.
Great
here.
question.
Hold on
Great
now.
question, Maria.
Thank you very
Maury,
much.
why have we never seen your skip?
Because I think I've
receipts?
used it twice when I had like a gift card.
Uh-huh.
Yo, bring your phone over real quick. Let me just
Oh,
skip
wait,
over.
hold on.
We did this. What was it, yesterday?
Okay.
Or
Sorry,
ritual
not
where you
skip,
go and pick it
DoorDash.
up?
DoorDash.
Yo, bring your phone.
How do you? I've never opened this in a while.
Oh, and does the Starbucks pre-order app also count?
Yeah,
Because Maury's
also,
always there.
Maury, we also need your Starbucks app receipts.
Yo, Maria.
Read the feds,
Okay,
man.
everything.
I only pay in cash for that.
Oh, you don't.
You're
You
gonna
don't
bring
have
up
a.
the flashlight and point it at his eyes.
Maria's like Jonah Hill in
That's,
Moneyball.
that's right. That's no, because Starbucks rejected your card, right? Yes, that's what. Yeah, so Starbucks is off the list.
Okay, so
DoorDash is Starbucks.
Yes.
so on DoorDash there's Starbucks,
Oh.
Starbucks,
Okay, so-
McDonald's, Cactus Club, Jack Astor's, What a Bagel.
What a bagel!
Bingo.
He said he's been there twice.
Oh, yo, there's a button at the bottom that says load more. Trust me, it loads more.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jada Pinkett Smith was doing an interview with Charlamagne the God where they brought up the story from earlier in the week where somebody who claims to be Will Smith's former assistant, a guy named Brother Bilal, said that he walked in one time on a movie set, I guess, or a television set on Will Smith, and a guy named Dwayne Martin, who was another actor, and they were having sex. And he told this story on a podcast, and then Will Smith's people denied it a day later, and now Jada Pinkett, who's still out promoting her book, sat down with Charlamagne, who had this to say.
In the No Soccer Mom chapter, right, you shoot down every rumor there's ever been about y'all. That y'all are swingers, that y'all were both gay and playing each other's biz, that y'all were sleeping with whomever you choose.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action.
Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that. You know, so for me, unfortunately, it's part of it. You know what I mean? It's not true. We going to take care of it. And that's that.
So there was a money shakedown prior?
Oh, yeah. It was a money
they
shakedown.
tried to extort you before? Like,
Well, it's based around this person's idea that they in some way were doing business around Will's book and that they spent money or what have you and that they needed to be compensated. So he already tried to do this money shakedown. Will was willing to give him a certain amount or what have you, and he didn't take it. So this whole situation is based on that.
Wow.
Interesting. And then paparazzi TMZ caught up with Jada Pinkett on her way out, where she clarifies and says definitively, yes, we are suing. Listen.
Hi, Miss Pinkett. You look fantastic.
We gotta go.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're black. I'm sorry. What do you say about the allegations? There's like, you know, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say? We suing. I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pinkett.
Wow,
That's
so
what she said.
polite in New
We
York,
suing. We suing.
Hey, Miss Pinkett.
I know. These paparazzis, man, with the questions.
Thank you, Miss
Hey, you
Pinkett.
look great today. Hey, listen, I heard this thing going around where there's these rumors.
What do you wanna say about
it's not me
that?
asking, but I just, there's just, shut up. They're the worst at their jobs. They really are. Former stand below brother said that he walked in on one time. He said on a move or television, I guess, at television on Dwayne on Will Smith and